Hi guys, welcome to the Derby County Sheffield Wednesday review. This is a great chance for us to get some more points on the board, especially 3 I hope after the win we got at Reading. And it looks like it's an unchanged team of the 4-4-2 with Kirtland, Buxton, Reeder, Zayata, Antonio, Roger Johnson, Halan, McPhail, Fryatt and Wickham. Olafinjana, subs are Martinez, Mattox, Newhugh, JJ, Coke, Palmer, and it'll be grateful to get another 3 points. Before the game there was a minute's silence. It sounds like there were some Wednesday fans who were coming into the ground and outside the ground who just didn't hear that there was a minute's silence, so it caused a lot of controversy on Twitter, saying a lot of the things they're saying Sheffield Wednesday fans are disrespectful and never by Derby County fans, and it's kind of one of these things. Don't judge every single fan. It was a small minority, and I think a lot of them didn't know they were going in. There was a minute's silence, so it's a shame it happens. We all respect the minute's silence and for what people had done in wars. So yeah, it's once in a blue moon something like this happens. At Gunthorpe, Grimsby today, they tried to do a minute's silence and it failed completely. So the fact that we got something is better than nothing. We got a first bit of good play when we started playing with Fryatt, with some good holding the ball up, and he managed to get it to Halan, who just didn't keep hold of it very well. And we were giving the ball away a hell of a lot in the game to start off with, but we were trying to get down the right hand side quite well. Fryatt went in for a ball that Lee Grant came out to get, and they clattered. Luckily both players were alright, but Derby did play very well. They had a very good chip early on with some one-touch passing, and it opened us up, and it was one of those things, if they keep doing something like that they're going to get chances and they're going to score if we're not careful. Fryatt was doing very well, and Wickham nearly charged down the ball from a goal kick, which was nice to see. There was a great chance for Derby, and it kind of came up from a McPhail-Kirtland mix-up. They just didn't manage to counter on it. But for a lot of the first half, Derby were much better than us. They had more of the ball. They were keeping hold of possession, having a lot of chances, and we weren't playing very well. Jamie Warren was doing a very good job at winding up Roger Johnson and most of the back four, to be fair. And he's going to do that. He's ex Sheffield United, so he's going to have a wind-up merchant, and he's kind of that player. We were living dangerously, and Derby got a couple of corners, and they managed to get some good corners in, but didn't manage to get a goal. Our tempo was so lacking. We were so defensive. Challenges going everywhere. We were very poor. We didn't really get going at all. We just didn't keep the ball at all well. We kept on losing it. We're playing 4-4-2 now. General likes to know we played the I can't remember what formation is away from. I think it's 4-4. It might be 5-4-1 or something like that. Something similar to that. He does like to play a different formation when it comes to away games, and it seems like he may need to do it because Wickham's been very quiet. The formation might change in the middle of the park. We may bring on a substitution, someone like Coke to play that number 10 role, because we are just missing bodies in the middle of midfield because they are overrunning us in midfield. That means we would have to sacrifice either Wickham or Fryatt, so it would be interesting to see what happened. We had a good chance by Olafinjana. It was the first chance we properly had with wingers going either side of down the wings and getting crosses in. He just went wide. He should really be getting it on target, but Derby were playing ever so well and we were playing really bad. They had another corner which they did really well on. We just really needed to get the foot on the ball. It's completely different from how we played last weekend to now. So it's really annoying. At one point they had 68% possession with 10 shots. Not on target, but they had 10 shots already, and they were just dominating us. We were very, very poor. We got a bit better near the end of the half where Antonio had a shot, it got blocked, and then we had another shot and it looked like it was handball. We appealed for it and just didn't get anything. And it sounds like the ref and linesman have been giving things against us, and we've had a lot of decisions not go against us. I don't want to keep using that each game because we do tend to use it a lot because we have had poor linesman and referee decisions this year. It's just been terrible, but we have been on the end of some howlers this season. And Derby got their goal by Jake Buxton. It was another corner header, and it's been coming. It was coming for a very, very long time, and you could tell they were going to get something. If we could have gone in at half time 0-0, it would have been a lot better, a different team talk, but we are 1-0 down. So it'll be interesting to see if the formation changes, see if he brings anyone on in the second half, and let's try and get at least the draw and get a point out of it. It'll be interesting to see how Jones decides to play the next half and see how he plays. We had one chance near the end of the half. It was a corner. Roger Johnson got a nick on it and it just went past the goal line and stuff, so we were just very, very poor. Hopefully we can improve in the second half, and let's see what happens. So Derby County came out in the second half, all guns blazing, and they were playing very well again. We were really, really struggling. They played very well. We were giving the ball away too often again. And then they made it 2-0, and there was just no marking on it. It was just a simple tap-in, and we had no chance of coming back from. We could have come back from 1-0, but 2-0 we didn't have a chance, and we looked completely different from the team from last week. A 5-4-1 like we normally play away from home would have probably been perfect, but we went with the 4-4-2. It just didn't happen. Coke and JJ came on for McPhail and Helan. McPhail had a very poor game. He lost the ball a lot, gave it away a lot. Probably the worst game he's had in a Wednesday shirt, just not very good. And they were breaking ever so easily. We were struggling to get anything going. JJ got a cross in to Antonio, and Antonio should have buried it, but he hit it in Rose Ed. We were starting to come back a little bit forward, but we needed to get our heads up. At times when we go down in games, I feel like there isn't anyone on the pitch who's geeing the lads up, trying to get them going, just to keep the motivation up, which is something we've needed. And it ended up then being 3-0 to Derby, and it was coming, and at the time it could have been even more. Brian had a chance and JJ had a chance, but Derby break too easily. They were very good at getting 3 or 4 passes together and cutting through us. We just weren't that good. We just didn't have the ball. Wickham heads it past the post, and we were showing a little bit of fight. JJ had a shot and it went over the bar. We might be losing in the game 3-0, but our fans were singing so well. I know that sounds really a stupid statement, but they were supporting us really, really well, to the point where Derby fans were thinking, what are you doing? You're losing. We kept the spirit going even if the team couldn't get anything. Our fans have been brilliant at that all season. I think it's just to make it feel like we've not waited a journey, let's have a bit of a party kind of atmosphere. Hugh got a free kick and it went over the bar. Ward had a shot and Curtin saved it. Palmer came on for Alfinjana. Wickham had a good chance to go and he should have scored. He was very quiet today, but he wasn't getting service like he got last game. Reader had a tackle on Ward and he got given a talking to. Ward all game had been winding players up left, right and centre, and we kind of knew that was going to happen. He's that kind of player. He's one of those players that if you're a defender you hate to go against him because he just really wind up merchant. And it got cleared off the line by Reader. I really am sorry that this is so short in the second half, but there wasn't really much to talk about on a Wednesday point of view. It was all Derby, and when that third goal went in, they were just playing keep the ball, having a pass, and we just weren't very good considering we played very well last week. In credit, Derby were very, very good today. They deserved the win. They played well. We were really bad. I was hoping we were going to have some momentum from the win, and that's just not happened or materialised. Very poor. We had no shots on target at some points. We didn't play well. And if you're looking on the forums and Twitter, it's all Dave Jones out. And with that, you go from winning one game, then go back to losing, and it's like you got to go. Everyone was singing his praises last week, so it's really hard what's gonna happen. Something got to change. You got given the money to go in and invest on players, and if you were listening to like the Wednesday Week podcast, Eddie Hoyt, who the former vice chair of Wednesday, basically was saying if we go down it could be very bad considering all the loans he got on the stadium, and that's not something we want to be thinking about. We want to stay positive and say we can get out of it, but we are struggling. We are really struggling to win games. We've won one game all season, we've done alright drawing some games, but we've not won enough yet. I don't know how long Dave Jones has got before Milan gonna say that's it, you're done. We don't know how long he's got until Milan's had enough. This game today was very poor, completely different than how we played. In the interview for the game, he said we're cutting out errors, and it looked like in this game we were making those errors again. It just seems like we are very inconsistent, and that's something when they've been for a very long time. We are a very inconsistent team. We haven't had one of those kind of runs where you go on, and at the rate we're going, it's gonna be even tough season to just to stay in this league, and that's why no one is going to want to come purchase Wednesday. We're not making enough money off the field in commercialisation, and if you're not doing well in the league, no one's going to touch you. So for me, it was a poor game. We don't play again next weekend because we have international fixture. Might be a good thing, might not be. Training, maybe, we'll see. The next game we've got is Huddersfield, which is going to be a tough game. It's 12:15 kick-off. It's a derby, so maybe it's what we need, but we'll see what happens. It's just a shame we haven't managed to go and get another win this weekend. That would have helped us, but it's back to being doom and gloom as a Wednesday fan, I'm afraid. Never easy, but we'll hopefully see some sort of change and see what happens. So, thanks for watching. Bye.